Good morning. As you could hear before, I work with masterpieces of music, with the classical masterpieces in business. Today we are going to do something very special. We will talk about beginning. First of all, Vilnius, I want to congratulate you. Where are you? That you dare to start with this event despite all the odds. 2 times it was postponed. He did it. It's a beginning. For me, it is 6 months interruption, and now it is a beginning. So what is beginning? What are you going to do on Monday? You have more than 50 speakers here. This is unbelievable. So you come back on Monday, how do you start? What is a beginning? You understand? So what is the mastery of beginning? So what do we hear? What kind of energy is coming? The beginning. Yes, it's like this. Yeah. Can you see? It is like in a direction. There where I want to go. Can you hear that? It's like a vision. But everybody has a vision, right? I would like to see you smile, but you have the mask. Take it down so I can see it. Yeah, so vision. Yeah, you know that. You are experienced people up north here. Not enough to have vision. What's the next step? Yeah, you have to mobilize everything about and then you mobilize everything above, everything below, and then you reinforce the vision. Can you hear that? So, but that's not enough. What happens then? What's the last thing that is necessary to get something done? Action, courage, pa, 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 pa. You see, in the beginning of the fugue by Bach, you have the 3. You have to have a vision, you have to know how to get everybody involved, and then you have to have guts to get it done, not just talk about it. Well, I look at this, and I say, below, what is below? This is nature, what's below? Yeah, here is digitalization of the world. And what's here? Humanization. I say no digitalization without humanization. You see, that has to come in a balance. While we get digital, we have to develop human being because we are not yet there. We are in development. Human being is unfinished masterpiece. This is, where do we want to go? Back to normal? Back to normal? Or do we go down to new normal? Everything is restricted, follow the orders, yeah, drive down the economy, all new normal. Do you want new normal? We go up, beyond normal, above normal. I'll show you what's normal, just a second. Normal is business as usual. Here we are, next quarter, 5 million profit. Let's say euro, no? So how do we get there? It's normal, yeah? We get there, yeah. So how do we artists get there? Are you interested in our approach of artists? Yes, no? Look, this is the way. 50 million. Yeah, that is the artistic approach. Well, look, when I look at this, it reminds me, of the pyramid. I have to share with you something. 7 years ago, I had the privilege to play in the Cheops pyramid in Egypt, in Cairo. Was anybody there? Did you see this pyramid? Were you there? Anybody was there? Did you go into the king's chamber? Inside, it's a little chamber. And I tell you, it has unbelievable resonance. I played there, I thought I'd get a heart attack. It was so powerful. Here, in this place. Resonance. the ultimate resonance on the earth. Since then, I know resonance is missing between people. Everybody's the island. How do we resonate? If we, I call HR, I call human resonance. Are there any HR here? Human resonance. Not human resource, human resonance. Create the resonance between people, everything flies. So that is what I discovered there, HR. And it's more than human. Since then I talk about no more brainstorming, heartstorming. Hear me. No more deadlines, lifelines. No, what do you call it? Executions. You know, they say, oh, we invest millions into the strategy, brilliant strategy, and then we kill it because we execute it. No, it's military. Implement it, embody it. Don't execute plans. They are dead, you understand? No bullet points, feather points, no collaboration, co-creation. Where is Anders? He said yesterday, co-creation. So we changed the language, but the best is this. Yesterday was mentioned the Maslow pyramid. Do you remember Maslow? Here is the basic needs, you know, eating, drinking, budgets, and all that. Yeah, we always repeat basic needs. Oh, so boring. And what's here? This is diploma on the wall, social acceptance. But the interesting thing is here at the top. At the top, we have uniqueness, self-realization, you know, inspiration, once and never again. But you know, it's so hard. We try together, we always fall back, always back into this basic needs. So what do we artists do about it? Are you interested? You know, we help business. Artists are sponsoring business. We sponsor business. Do you hear me? It's the other way around. We sponsor because we are so rich. So now, I mean rich in imagination. So now what do? You know we do, very simple. We just throw this pyramid on the head. We turn it around to resonance. And here we educate ourselves that striving for genius is our basic need. Nothing less. You know, it's very difficult to be here in this 0 point because it can crash anytime. You don't know where it goes. But that's where we want to be as an artist. Always on the balance. Always on daring something new that never happened before. And we like to share that in business because today everybody has to do that because the world has changed. You understand? It's a very special place. I call it with Goethe. Remember, write it down. The power of productive resignation. Have you ever heard that? How would you say that in Lithuanian? The power of productive resignation? I don't know how they are translating for you. All right, anyway, this is the place to be. Now, okay. Now, let us go back to music. So far, so good? Is it of interest to you what I'm telling you? I'm sharing what we do, artists. Yeah. Look, now, okay, now, look. Let us compare symphony orchestra. Remember, we heard Beethoven, symphony orchestra and organization. What is in common? What's the difference? Here, on both levels, we have at the bottom development. You have to develop as a human being. Managers, leaders, and the second level, you must be a good team in orchestra and in companies. It's also there. But on the next level, that's where different lies. Huh? You know, what's there? Musicians are horrible people. Horrible stuff. The artists, anyway, forget about it. But the moment they start playing a masterpiece, they are half gods. So what happens? Well, when they start performing, they are in this fantastic, organic, meaningful, beautiful, world of music. So they connect. They identify with that. They become one. And the business, vision, mission, values, sustainability. You don't have a masterpiece to take you out where you should always be as a human being. That is what we are saying. Where is your masterpiece in organization? We are speaking about yin yang. You have the two qualities. You see, that means listening. Otherwise, you just like it or dislike it. The same problem in business as in arts. If we don't listen, instead we react. We just react. We like something or dislike. Brings nothing. So the question is how to open up and enter a world of something completely new. So what do we hear? What do we hear? It starts like this. Like this. So first it's going out. Out. Yes, can you hear that? Now it goes in. In the second step, it goes in. And there, something happens. Something happens. Can you hear that? This interval was called in the Middle Ages Diabolus in Musica, the devil in music. Because it is full of tension, it is unresolved. Can you hear? It's dilemma, and it's resolved. It is redeemed, redemption. You know the word redemption? We all have in us so many unresolved issues. I call this corporate soul healing. Because now, after Corona, a lot of soul healing necessary. Fear, frustration, anger, despair. And then things move. You see, this point of healing, of inner redemption, this is what is necessary today when we work with the teams in organizations. You know what I do? I take them first through musical strategy. But I bring the ideas that they need, not my ideas, the ideas of the company. And then they see that emerge on the painting. And then I put them in groups and they make poetry out of that. And then they make choreography out of that. And then they perform and I teach them how to perform. Do you understand? It is a creative detour through arts, through painting, poetry, philosophy, choreography. Always the same ideas. And what happens then? People remember that for 15 years. And what is memory? Memory is sustainability. Because if you forget, you're not sustainable. It's about remembering. And you go on detour. You don't talk about business issues directly. You go through music, through art, through poetry. It's beautiful. It's creative. It makes sense. You bond, you become friends, you do something new. You discover inside artist in you and you become creative. That's what's necessary. And that's how we work. The last beginning, Beethoven. Yeah, something like this. You see, it's midlife crisis. You see, from the beginning, oh, so much promise, great world and whatever. And then it gets darker and darker, and then it's, once again. Can you hear? A crisis at about 35. And then, I still don't know. So, and then when you get 50, you say now or never. Now. Now or never. Yeah, and now or never. And then it's happy end. Yeah, you see, in one beginning, there's a whole life. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, in 7 stages. That is cosmic. Yeah, you understand? But this is an archetype. Also, the project goes through those phases. Every project that is something. I mean, not superficial stuff, real stuff. I will conclude. Some of you know that we are in the middle of the Third World War, aren't we? And the enemy is invisible. We don't see, where is it? Yeah. So I'll show you the energy we need to get through. And no matter how much you go down, how many times, please count how many times it goes down. At the end, it goes like this. It starts there, and then it comes out. Victory. Finish.